I was just cleaning up my room again, and I thought, what better time than now to go ahead and film my last month of my no-buy year. So I am cleaning out from Christmas. We got some stuff for Christmas and stuff like that. So I was doing one final clean out. But that has sort of been the theme of this year, right? It's just, man, not buying things, you know, just trying to clean up my life and organize things. So here we are. So I figured I would round out the year with my top 10. I used it on a sheet of paper that I've already used because I'm trying to be eco-friendly, which is one of my things. But so I rounded up my top 10 things that I've learned from this year, and I really think I will carry it into future years. I even noticed this weekend when we were out and about, like, there were several instances where I could have gone and just shopped like crazy for myself, but I'm sort of like at that point where I've learned so much from this year that I don't always want to do that. So I will start with my top 10 things that I learned this year. They aren't really in any particular order, but the last one will be my theme going into 2021, so you guys can catch me on videos for that. So I will leave you in suspense until I get to the end of my list. So my first thing on this list, I would say, is to buy quality over quantity. So one of the things I used to do, and I think it was sort of like a stress response too, is I would go shopping when things were on sale, and every time an email would hit my inbox and it would say, oh, sale, 50% off, you know, I always wanted to get that deal, even if I didn't need it, right? Like, I could have 20 pairs of pants and I didn't need any more, but because they were having a sale, I would buy them. And not only that, they were cheap. Half the time they didn't last very long, or, I mean, sometimes I would find really good deals, absolutely, but I've learned not to shop for things just because they're on sale. I've learned that I don't need 10 of the same thing. I mean, you saw in my past videos, like cleaning things out, I would buy things that I already had and forgot that I had, and then I would have like 10 of them in my closet, and it was just insane. So I broke that cycle, and I'm proud of it. Also, I think that it made me appreciate the stuff that I have more too, and become more creative with my outfits. So that's number one. Quality over quantity. So I've learned now, if I want something, I'm gonna go get something that's nice, something that's gonna last, something that looks more tailored versus just because it was on sale. And that's kind of been something I've realized this year. So number one. Number two, the theme of minimizing. So I have minimized a lot in my life. It has definitely helped with my anxiety and stress. It's funny, sometimes I would buy things to make myself feel better because I was stressed out, and I was only making that worse, because then I would have all of this stuff that would like sort of like overwhelm me, and I'd be like, shit, like I need to get rid of all this stuff. And so now I know that that's not the thing to do when I get stressed out. And so I now have minimized my life. It makes my life easier because I have less things to worry about taking care of, or like, you know, just having clutter everywhere. I can't stand that. Like right now, my room is driving me nuts until I finish out my little clean out that I'm doing right now. But it has made me so much less stressed, especially having to work from home in my house. It's very hard for me to stay focused when I look around and see stuff everywhere, and especially unnecessary stuff. So that is item number two, just minimizing life. And I will continue to carry that into 2021, but that is not my big thing that I'm carrying into 2021. But I will continue to do things that simplify my life, things that take all the clutter out of my life, because I just like for things to be clean and streamlined. Okay. Number three of this year, which this was sort of unintentional, but it was really cool, in kind of minimizing and learning not to buy. I wanted to be more eco-friendly. And by being more eco-friendly, I've actually minimized my life too. So there's things that I can wash and reuse, or I can make things and reuse my bottles, and even like my makeup is more eco-friendly. So I think it's cool that I've switched out so many things to be more eco-friendly, you know, using more like glass containers with like bamboo, and my cleaners that I make from Blue Land that you saw me do a review on. Like even my planners, like, so this is one of those Rocketbook planners. So I actually already have gone in here and sort of written down some of my goals and stuff like that, but this is reusable. Like I can, when I'm done with this month, I can wipe all of that stuff off and reuse this over and over again. And it's just, it's awesome to be eco-friendly, unintentionally, but it really has been a theme of my life, literally. Like my makeup is more eco-friendly, my cleaners are more eco-friendly, my notebooks and my planners for work are more eco-friendly, I'm using less paper, you know, so it's really cool to have that happen as well. So number four is love and work with what you have. So absolutely, I have learned exactly what I love. I've learned what I don't like. Like, I know what my favorite pants are now. I know what my favorite leggings are. I don't need 10,000 pairs of leggings that I'm never going to wear just because they were on sale. I literally wore one pair of leggings this year so much they finally got holes in them. But it's nice for me to stop searching for the next best thing and just be happy with what I have and love things and really get to know what I have and just be comfortable in it. So that's been really cool. And then when I say work with what I have, I've gone on Pinterest. I have almost everything that I need to make the basic outfits that I find. So that's been really, it's almost been fun, right? Like, to make outfits from things that, like, I thought I needed to go buy when I had it here all along. So love and work with what you have. So number 5 kind of ties into that. So favorites. So I started my YouTube channel, I think like 2 years ago, and my big thing was, oh, I'm gonna do makeup and we're gonna buy all these makeups and try them out and stuff like that. And that got me in like the spending pattern that was just not good, right? Like, I had this whole tower of makeup stuff that I would buy and spend really good money on. And it's not like I was getting it for free. And I just didn't like it, and I would end up either giving it away or it would sit in my bin. So I finally cleaned all that out, and I go with one product now, which you guys see. I actually sell it now, so Saint Beauty. All of my makeup's in one place. It's not excessive. I have everything that I need in one place right here. It's not taking up space in my life. It's making my travel easier, just everything. So learning what my favorite skincare products are, what my favorite makeup is, and just sticking with it because that's what works. So why do I need to look for anything else? So just kind of having my favorites. Number 6, I've learned to spend money that benefits everyone, right? Like I told you, I would stress spend and like buy things, and like half of it was for me, and I didn't use it and was just taking up space. And this year we bought more things for the house and like things that benefit the whole family. Like I got like an Oofy, it's like a Roomba, but it cleans the floors and the whole house is clean, and it makes my life easier, but also benefits the family. And like, you know, getting new kitchen appliances or working on the house. And so by not spending all of that money that I was spending before, we've been able to do more projects on the house and things that benefit the entire family. So it's kind of cool to see that. Number 7 is go on adventures. So we've been on a lot of local adventures. I know this year with COVID, it didn't really lend itself to much travel. We had to cancel our Italy plans, and I actually just canceled Italy plans again for March. And I've just settled on the fact that all of our adventures are pretty much going to be local for a while, which is cool. The United States has a lot to offer. So one of the goals we have this year is to go to Utah with the family because the boys really like to fish and it's beautiful there, and I can take pictures because I do photography, and I think it'll be a fun trip, and it's somewhere we've never been, and it's not that long of a flight, so I think it'll be really fun. And then my husband and I plan on going to Puerto Rico because it's cheap and it's close, and I actually have a client there too, so I can go see them and say hi. But just going on adventures. We've gone on a lot of adventures this year, and it's, again, we have extra money to go on adventures because I'm not spending it on stuff that I don't need. So that's great. Number 8, I've learned to meditate and be more, just express gratitude for things, right? Like being happy with what you have, being content in your life with the people in your life, and it has made a world of difference. I have anxiety really bad. I was on medication for it for years, and this year I decided that I wanted to do something different besides medicate myself. So I came off of my medicine. It was really hard at first. This was one of the most stressful years I've ever had at work, but also really, really good, successful year for me, regardless of COVID. And I think it was because I stopped taking that medicine and using it as a crutch and sort of just addressing my anxiety head on and really working on it and meditating and like visualizing myself doing better and being able to handle situations better and stuff like that. And it's really helped, and it's also made me more grateful for everyone and everything that I have in my life. So that was really neat. 9 leads into the same thing, less anxiety. I've had so much more less anxiety from everything that I've exercised this year. So like I said, I came off my medicine. I don't really freak out on everybody like I used to. I know when to like stop and slow down and be like, okay, Danielle, it's time to just chill and meditate and get over it, you know, whatever I need to do. But I've learned how to cope so much better that I don't have the type of anxiety that I used to have. Now, do I still have anxiety? Yes. I think most people do to some degree, but it's not nearly as extreme as it used to be. And then finally, even though I really sucked at it this year, number 10 is self-care. So I've tried really hard. I had like a couple of successful months, and you guys saw it on my YouTube channel where I did like keto and alternate day fasting, and that was like a short-term solution, but I was proud of myself for sticking it to it for a month. And overall this year I was on and off of self-care. So self-care, I think, is something I honestly just really need to work on, and I recognize that. And so you saw just a minute ago where I had my calendar all laid out, but I literally have 2 months worth of workouts scheduled with 2 rest days a week so I don't get overwhelmed. A sensible diet, just something that's everyday stuff I can stick to, that's not too restrictive, because I think that's always been sort of my issue in the past is, you know, it's too restrictive and I'm like, screw those, I'm not doing it. So you'll see a lot of videos this year, my theme this year being self-care, and just kind of me losing weight, not so much for the like aesthetic part of it, it's just like, I know I'm extremely unhealthy right now. I know what I'm eating is extremely unhealthy. I'm sluggish. I have headaches all the time. And that's all a product of all of the processed shit that I've been eating. And so I've been treating everybody else better this year and like, you know, getting things better in my life. So now it's time to really focus on me and like bettering myself so I can be good for everybody else in my family. So that's the goal this year. I will be making videos weekly through January just to keep myself accountable so you guys can kind of watch my progress. I'll be progressing like how much weight I've lost or like inches, what programs I'm doing, what I'm eating, you know, that kind of thing, and just seeing if it works. So I'm trying to find balance and a routine that works for me and my crazy life, and also like not letting work just kind of control everything. So this is the wrap up of my No Buy year. I know it's not the I don't know, it's not exciting. It's not like I put a bunch of different things in here like I generally do. This month's been crazy. And then also I've taken time off the past couple of weeks from work. And so my goal is just getting everything ready and prepared for 2021 and hopefully, you know, it being a better year. So this is the end of my No Buy year. Sorry this video is a little boring, but I promise the ones coming for January and just progress will be much more entertaining. All right, guys, I hope you all have a happy new year and that 2021 is better to you. I would say 2020 wasn't a bad year for me, really. It really, really wasn't, but I know it was a bad year for us as a country and really the world, just with COVID and all of the like just stuff going on. So I hope everybody has a happy new year and I will see you guys in January. All right, bye.